What's up, everybody? Just continuing my TCW game here. So I'm gonna do another video. You guys can't see me this time. I'm sure you're glad to see that. But this is for Pride Before Fall. It's just a little added pay-per-view to get some extra revenue. I'm trying to build up to get my own network, put my development company on there. Still got quite a bit to go, but I mean, I have gained 8 million in just like 3-4 months, something like that. And so we're getting there. But our main event tonight, Aaron Andrews versus Sammy Bach, and Wolf Hawkins will be for the World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, he comes out and that gets a 100 because it's Aaron Andrews, and he's just been the friggin' man, absolutely. And so that gets us out to a 100. Opening matchup of the evening, our tag team from development, Gargantuan and Annihilus, comes up for a one-night show, and Gargantuan and Annihilus get the win over Bart Biggins and Flying Jimmy Fox. Little fun fact here, Flying Jimmy Fox actually was going to complain despite being put as Keep Strong, and Gargantuan just glared at him and he kinda just gave up on that. But so a 50D plus, really not that good of a match. Annihilus got 27, Gargantuan got 44, which isn't bad. They've got to be improving. Annihilus is getting better in performance, which is good. So they got a 50D plus, and they get the win. That should give them some overness, maybe get a better push in development. And about that, had decent wrestling but little heat. Davis Wayne Newton defeated Elliot Thomas in a 58C- matchup with a fisherman suplex. I like that that's his finish. No big improvements in that one, but Davis Wayne Newton with a performance of 63. He's getting there. This should bump him up to about 40s in popularity or high 30s, since he's only at about 27 now. He just debuted literally, I believe, at the beginning of the month. So he's getting over very quickly, especially with a win like this that he really needed. Sammy Bach had an interview hyping his main event matchup, and it got a 100 as well. Got the crowd hotter. Happy to see it. And of course, we had Cali Slick defeated Giant Tana in a wild brawl matchup. Got a 60C. That's Cali Slick. I believe that's his first big win. And he's somebody who I have high hopes for. I obviously got a 66, and Giant Tana only got a 56. So Cali Slick has got very good brawling, and I feel like there's something I could do with him. I feel like I could put him in a tag team, but I don't know if I will. I think I'll just see where he goes. I really love that render, by the way. I actually don't know who made that, though. I think it might have been JT Land. It was on like the first page of the re-render, so it was somebody who's been doing them for a while. Mighty Mo defeated Bruce the Giant, who I literally have just to put people over for a few months. I only signed him for like, I think, 3 months. Because he doesn't do anything. He can't be a road agent. He'd be a helpful road agent, but he can't be. So, I don't know, he's just a personality, and I don't really feel like keeping him as a personality. But, so, Mighty Mo beats him with a plunging spinebuster, 65. Mighty Mo got 77, Bruce only got 54, obviously, because he's retired. So, a 65C, not bad. About that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Joey Poison gets his first, I believe his first big win inside TCW. Basically, he's just been a jobber, losing to everybody, but he's been still getting over. I think he's won a couple tag matches, but this is his first big singles win. Avalanche Takano is challenging Jefferson Stardust for the international title right now, and that's his big feud at the moment. And so during the match, we had Jefferson Stardust come out and distract Takano, which gives Poison the win with an antidote web. I don't know what that move is, but it sounds cool. Poison is 39, but I hope to make him into a star in the US before he can do it. Hey, my user character Jack Washington and Peter Michaels have a segment. He wants to challenge Jefferson Stardust for the title here tonight, and Michaels accepts the request. In a decent wrestling bout but didn't have much heat, the American Cobras defeated Modern Ninja Killers in an overhead wires matchup when Storm Spillane retrieved the item. Yeah, I made a tag team Ultimate X matchup, basically. And so Daryl Devine was head and shoulders above everyone else. Shinpei was the weak link. That's surprising. See, like I said, with my WEXXV game, that's very surprising to me. He only got a 58. He's getting more over, though, so I don't know why. Storm Spillane and Marvel actually outperformed Spillane. And Daryl got a 86. So that's pretty interesting. 75B- matchup for basically one of our mid-card main events. That's what you call it. Oh, Storm didn't like that it was a high spot based match. Neither did Shinpei. So the other two, that's why they excelled. I didn't think about that. Eddie Peak claims that there is no one who can defeat him and makes an open challenge for Up Next. In About the Head, great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Art Reed defeated Eddie Peak by submission with a dreadlock. Now, Art Reed is 42, I believe. He went from 70 in psychology to 76 in 2 months. So, I think he's an obvious person to push. So, he defeated Eddie Peak, who's 39, but it seems like he's declining already, and it really sucks because he's dropped quite a bit in consistency. I don't really care about the other stuff too much, but when you see the consistency start to go down, that tends to be when I stop pushing him. I don't even think he's necessarily on the time decline list yet, but he's obviously in decline, which is unfortunate because I wanted to give him a world title run. He clearly deserved it, but I don't think that's going to be possible. And Art Reed just, I mean, look at it. Eddie Peak still had an 83 though, so I can't really say too much, but they had great chemistry and no big improvements in that one. 78B, I can dig it. In About that, great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Danny Fonzarelli and Frankie Perez defeated Joel Bryant and Jay Cord in 16 minutes and 5 seconds. Danny Fonzarelli defeated Joel Bryant. Now, I am starting up a feud. They had excellent chemistry. That's awesome. Like, that gives me something to do with Danny. And Frankie can basically just ride his coattails to the top, and he's a better worker anyways. But basically, I've been having Jay Cord and Frankie have a lot of matches, but Jay Cord's going to begin feuding with Danny. So now it looks like that's going to be a tag team feud. I just got to find somebody to team up with Jay Cord. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and write them to me, because I would be very open to them, because Joel Bryant just couldn't keep up with the youngins here. Well, and Danny. Danny's like 40, but glad to see Danny's come along. Danny got an 87. Wow. Maybe he's deserving of that push that my owner wants me to do. Just might be. So 79B on that matchup. Our next matchup is this is a hype for the next matchup in the series between Scout and Guide, who obviously broke up and are feuding right now. This guy is 66 C+. And About the Head, great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Scout defeated Guide in a dog collar matchup. That's why Scout only got a 77. Guide got an 84 because it was a brawl-based matchup. Scout's gonna complain. Yep, he did too. I think that was an 80, right? Yeah, I think that's what it was. And About the Head, good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Jefferson Stardust defeated Jack Washington with a stage dive, an 81. By the way, I love that didn't just drop because they're both faces. I think that's realistic. Like, obviously, I think in the dirt sheet it'll say something. Yeah, odd. Penalized for odd face and heel combination, which means that it would have gone better, actually. So Jefferson gets the defense number 8. He's only had the title for 2 months now. He's already defended it 8 times. So he's getting very over. Jack Washington only with a performance of 69, but that's okay. Jefferson Stardust 84. He's got next big thing potential, so I'm glad to see he's doing so well. So Wolf Hawkins has an interview hyping up his main event as well. Gets a 100. All 3 angles tonight for that matchup got a 100. I am very pleased. And About the Head, good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Carnage Cowboys defeated the Elite and the Wrecking Crew in a ladder match in 13 minutes and 58 seconds when RDJ retrieved the item. So RDJ, 64, Nate Johnson, and Eddie Chandler. Eddie Chandler is pretty deep in decline. They got their tag team run, and I hoped that I would have been able to do things more with them, but Eddie Chandler is pretty much in the last stages of decline. It says he's been in decline for about 5 years, so I think he's getting ready to retire soon. Or because I just don't know if I can keep pushing him as extensively. I mean, granted, he did better than RDJ, but RDJ is like 46. So, Dazzling Dave is doing it right too. But, so, oh wow, look at Saeed Ali. Saeed Ali is absolutely killing it. Like I said in my last little upload, that Saeed Ali and Tombstone were good buddies after I meddled with them. So, but Saeed is absolutely killing it. He's been getting 80s. Like, I had him lose a few matches, but they were doing so good I couldn't have him keep losing. So, Saeed Ali and Tombstone, very good tag team. The Wrecking Crew is what I'm calling them, and I think it works. So in 82B, Dazzling Dave is improving in Rumble. Our next matchup of the evening, of course, Ed Stone hypes it up, taunting his opponent, Matt Hocking, who has yet to get a win over him in singles competition. This one is for the X Division Championship. And about to head, good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Matt Hocking defeated Ed Stone with a Hawk Shock. Matt Hocking wins the TCW X Division Championship, the second ever champion. But look at that, Ed Stone with an 85, even though he was kept strong. So I think that limits his performance. He got an 85, and Matt Hocking got a 68. Now, what I don't understand, Ed Stone is like just about at 70 pop. And he's been there for a while. He's been getting great ratings. Matt Hocking is at 62, and he is being pushed as an upper mid-carder, while Ed Stone is being pushed as a mid-carder. Why, I don't know, but does this mean that there are bigger and better things coming for Ed Stone? Can I achieve them is really the question, because he's not exactly the most set up for things like that. In one of our higher, I don't know how to explain it, higher up matches in the card involving a feud, Joshua Taylor is feuding with both Brian Vesey and Human Arsenal in a superb matchup. Joshua Taylor gets the win. I believe it was an elimination matchup. Maybe it was. No, it wasn't. So Joshua Taylor defeats Brian Vesey with a submission with the butterfly lock. Brian Vesey was the weak link. He only has 67. So Joshua Taylor and Human Arsenal, though, 95 and 86. So that's very good. No big improvements on that one, but a 78B. Could have done better, but that's okay. Video hyping our co-main event of the evening, Marat Koklov versus Rocky Golden in a last man standing matchup. In an exceptional match, Rocky Golden defeated Marat Koklov in a last man standing match when Marat Koklov could not beat a 10 count after a rocky road. So they have pretty good chemistry. I keep forgetting that. I've booked them a few times, but this is actually their worst match of the series. The first one got a 90, the second one got an 89, and this one got an 84. I believe the reason for that was that this one doesn't have as high prestige on it. So match suffered because there was a lack of selling. So Marat got 79. Rocky Golden with a performance of 100. Wow. I don't think I've seen that before. But so Rocky Golden with a performance of 100. I'm very happy with that. I think, oh, I should have set that to end the feud. I really should have, but I didn't. But that's okay. In About the Head, Sensational Wrestling and Fantastic Heat. Oh man, I should have set the other one to a main event. I knew I should have. Fantastic Heat and Sensational Wrestling. This one was set to an epic. Aaron Andrews defeated Sammy Bach and Wolf Hawkins in an elimination matchup. course, Wolf Hawkins first, and then Sammy Bach. And Aaron Andrews makes defense number 7 of his World Championship. There was a definite lack of psychology, so that's why it didn't get as big a rating as it should have. I should have just left that off there, huh? But 97, 96, 96, so obviously the rating should have been better, but that's okay. Aaron Andrews is still improving. What did we get? We got an 82 overall, so not my best show, but certainly not my worst either. So I can get behind that. Give some post-match speeches and see if I got any emails from the show. In the mail we got... Oh. What the hell? Really? That's kind of stupid. Masked Patriot decided to sign with RIPW to extend his development contract, despite me offering him a written contract to come right onto the main roster. Weird. And I lost Lobster Warrior, which isn't that cheap, but that's okay. Mighty Mo. Tombstone is charismatic. I can see him doing well in the future. Thank you, Mighty Mo. That was very, very kind of you. So that was our show. Obviously, we got an 82, 30,000 sold out house. So I will be back soon with another one of these videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you watch next time.